So for those who are here, I have a good topic. It's actually diabetic control. Okay. And I know that not everyone will be, in type 2 diabetic scenario, but this is something that will not only just help people who are in the middle of it, but people who might become susceptible or something that really happens. Okay. And now very recently detected. And if you'd like to know about it, okay, stay on. So they've got, they've begun to analyze things called glucagon-like peptide. Okay, it's called GLP-1 and GLP-2. Okay, and of course you can see in the background nice little image there of the chemical composition. It's a very complex kind of compound, but you can see uh, that it does affect a lot of things, and it helps people prevent and recover from type 2 diabetes. Now, why does that really happen? There are many ingredients in it, but what it really does is uh, it changes a lot of things that happen in especially your brain. Okay, your brain is the one that controls a lot of things, and GLP-1 actually protects your neurofunction within your brain, and it also helps reduce the appetite, because a lot of things about appetite comes, quite a lot of it comes not just from your body demanding, but even your mind will also demand it. So the hormones that get released will kind of be a little less, so that you don't get the appetite. Okay. Now, what it also does is it helps the muscle absorb the sugar. Now, the biggest worry about a type 2 diabetic is they get insulin resistant, which means when the insulin is carrying the sugar around the blood, the muscle and the cells start to refuse it. Okay, this is where the beginning of the whole problem starts. So, if the body is not going to accept the sugar, it starts floating around in your blood quite long. And as time progresses, this puts more and more stress on your pancreas. Okay, so these peptides, actually what they do is they help you get the sugar into the muscle and into the cells. Okay, and not only that, it helps you with your bowel movements. It kind of moves out a lot of stuff that's there. Um, so there's better insulin production, and there is also your cells actually in the pancreas also start to get rich more vitality. Okay, and besides that, it's supposed to also help your cardiovascular system and bone formation. Bones are, because as you get older, osteoporosis is something that kind of sets in. Um, One is because of age, and not only that, because of the kinds of foods that we eat. We are loaded with a lot of toxins, and these things actually start to affect the way everything that happens in your metabolism. So this is a something that is there. But where do I get this now? If I need to get a lot more of this, yes, you can definitely get these supplements, and sometimes doctors have started to prescribe this. These of them, they've actually started to prescribe this to be taken by certain people who are in this kind of situation. So, what can help improve? Now, you can't really. There's no food that directly has this, but it will trigger a better generation for you. Okay, and one kind of very powerful herb which they call gurmar tea, and it's kind of very popular in the Himalayas, Nepal region, and that, and typically in these cold climates. Okay, and it has a lot of medicinal properties. One being the most important is anti-diabetic. Okay, and it helps control a lot of the sugar in your body. Okay, it helps you also reduce weight. Okay, and so it's got a lot of um, it prevents you from getting a craving for sugar. Now, some people, they can't do much. They just say, no, I need to have something sweet. I need. So this will help you control that. So there is a lot of neurochemistry that it helps promote. Okay. So it definitely boosts your heart. Okay. And it's known to have a lot of benefits for your cardiovascular system. Liver health also goes up. And it curbs your sugar. Like I said, it'll just reduce the amount of sugar that you desire to have. Okay. And it, of course, in this entire process, it actually also promotes weight loss. Okay. So you can definitely find this, this tea. It's kind of available in a lot of online shopping like Amazon and Flipkart and things like that. You can get a little bit and keep it. It's something you can have once in a while. It's good to have when you're traveling because it's not only, it also helps you, um, in case the food is a little bad, you just kind of kill out any kind of parasites that might be there, or something you might pick up. So something you might keep an eye on this and keep it in your arsenal. Okay. Now, another kind of very important one is the banaba leaf. Okay, and don't get confused. It's not banana leaf. Okay, this is banaba. Okay, uh, so it actually contains one of its critical components is the corosolic acid, and uh, this really helps uh, promote a lot of diabetic control. It controls a lot of your sugar levels, and it's known to be anti-cancerous and anti-thrombotic. Now, thrombosis happens when you start getting clots forming within your blood, and this will kind of help you get past that. Okay, a couple of other items is the licorice root. They say it's like something that you should take instead of sugar, but unfortunately, it's not very safe to take in large amounts. Okay, so take small amounts once in a while. Um, it has about 300 compounds, so there is a lot of benefit to it. But like I said, this is something you can take once in a while, maybe once in a week. Just take a small piece of it and put it in some hot water with your tea or something and have it. Okay, it's not very expensive, and it has a very, very good shelf life. You can keep it for years. If you put it in a container, it'll just stay good for years. So it's and you can, if you want, you can just chew a little bit of it if you like to do that. But like I said, don't make a habit of it. Don't have it very often, and do not use it as a sugar substitute. It's not extremely safe. They do have something that's made from the licorice root. They extract the one of the components from it, which taken in excess might cause a lot of problems. So best thing to do is stay natural. Of course, keep one or two of these pieces around. Maybe once in a week or once in 2 weeks. Just nibble on it or put a piece in your tea and have it. So it's kind of like one of those once in a while kind of things, like things that you do once in your lifetime, kind of skydiving and stuff like that. Okay. Now, of course, they call this bitter melon. The next little scene you see there, um, Karela or bitter gourd. Okay, it definitely has a lot of properties for reducing sugar in the blood. It's not a cure; it's just something that'll keep your blood sugar under control. Another item that actually can bring down your sugar drastically is the neem leaf. So if you make a small tea out of the neem leaves, it will definitely bring down your sugar. But a couple of these are all just temporary measures. They just supplement what you might already have, but these don't kind of go beyond just suppressing, the sugar. Of course, bitter melon or bitter gourd definitely has a lot of antioxidants in it, and something you can have in your diet. So kind of keep it somewhere in one of your meals during the week. If you like, some people like it fried, some people like it with their dal and things like that. So that's about it for today's topic, and I'll leave the floor open for any questions or anything that might have come to mind.